Why is there a South Pole breed? In the early 80s, there was no breed of cattle that gave us a tender piece of meat and was adaptive to the heat and humidity of the South. Also, the cattle business in general had started promoting larger and larger framed cattle. Data from Integrated Resource Management on thousands of commercial cows clearly showed that the smaller cows were much more efficient than larger cows. A simple illustration is to compare three 1,000-pound cows with two 1,500-pound cows. In both cases, you have 3,000 pounds of maintenance. So the question is, which group produces the most income per acre of grass? Let's compare the two groups. Three 1,000-pound cows will produce three 500-pound calves at weaning. Two 1,500-pound cows will produce two 600-pound calves at weaning. The three 500-pound calves brought $2,500, while the two 600-pound calves brought $1,700. There is $800 more income with the three small cows versus the two larger cows. Conclusion: the math doesn't change. Whether you have 300, or 3,000 head, the smaller cows are far more profitable as a cow-calf enterprise when compared on a per-acre basis. The next issue that we need to look at is adaptability. Is the cow in tune with her environment? In the South, a red or light-colored animal is less stressed in the heat. Also, slick hair is a necessity for a cow to milk, cycle, and breed back in 90-plus degree heat. Longevity and fertility are the number one and number two most profitable traits for the cow-calf producer. We believe this is what a maternal breed should be built on. Breeding for extremes in growth, milk, or carcass traits will eventually have a negative effect on the maternal traits. In the South Pole breed, we have chosen to build a maternal index score that emphasizes fertility and longevity. This score would change every year based off of actual data. The first thing that affects longevity is udder quality. If an udder goes bad, it doesn't matter if the cow is 2 or 10 years old, she should be culled. Beef cows should produce on the average 10 to 12 calves in their lifetime. Unfortunately, today's beef cow only produces on average 4.2 calves during her lifespan. The second most profitable trait is fertility. The IRM data clearly shows a loss of 2% fertility with every 100 pounds of body weight increase over 1,000 pounds. In the 80s, when we entered the cattle business, we wanted to see Hereford and Red Angus as our base because of the easy flesh and maternal traits these two breeds offered. However, neither breed was adapted to the heat and humidity of the South. It was at this time we made the decision to build a composite breed. We used our first centipole bull on Red Angus cows in 1986. The resulting calves were slick-haired, even if their mothers were hairy. The next question is, would they eat good? Were they tender? The steers were tested at Colorado State University Meat Lab, and the results were very positive. They were as tender or more tender than their straight English counterparts. After seeing some Barzona-Hereford crosses in Missouri, we decided that Barzona would be the second heat-tolerant breed in our composite, which we named South Pole. These were not random matings of average cattle. Hundreds of head of really good purebred cattle were used as the genetic base for the South Pole breed. In the end, only the top 2 to 3% from each breed were chosen to go into the South Pole composite. It should also be noted that an emphasis was put on using bulls out of old cows that had never missed having a calf every year. Our goal for the South Pole breed is to be the maternal breed that excels in the economic traits, fertility and longevity, followed by adaptability for the cow-calf producer in the heat and humidity of the South.